She was a popular celebrity actress. Men dreamt of her, fantasized about her. Some even claimed they would sell all they owned just to touch her once. And yet she was oddly accessible. The men were always surprised. No pretense, no playing hard to get. She went with them on the first date, no matter who they were. And when they arrived at their homes, she would ask to freshen up, step out of the bathroom in something loose, and say with a calm tone, "I want to feel you now." To the men, she was a blessing, a fantasy, a dream too good to be true. But none of them knew what she was truly after. She never called back, never asked for money, never waited to be asked out again. After the first night, she disappeared from their lives while they bragged and told their friends how lucky they were. And what none of them noticed was what slowly began to vanish from their own lives. Something small had left them that night. Something deep, something no doctor could find, and something they would never get back. The first man was Kunal, a tall, confident banker in his early 30s. One night, Kunal went to a lounge in Lekki Phase 1. It was a cool place, purple lights, soft music, smooth air. He ordered his drink, dry gin with ice, and looked around. Then he saw her, Mariam. She sat alone in a corner, legs crossed, one hand on her glass, the other holding a book. She didn't wear much makeup, no heavy earrings, no fake lashes like Broom. She just sat there calm like evening breeze. Kunal blinked twice. "That's Mariam," he whispered, his heart beat faster. He stood up, adjusted his collar, and walked to her table. He smiled. "Hi." She looked up slowly. Her eyes were quiet. "Hi." He didn't ask before sitting. She didn't complain. He looked at her book. "You read?" She nodded. "Sometimes when the noise around me is too loud." He laughed. "You're not like other girls in this place." Mariam smiled. "And yet you came to me." Kunal grinned. "Maybe I like quiet girls." She sipped her drink. "Then you found one." They talked like they had known each other for years. No tension, no pressure. Her voice was soft. His jokes were smooth. She touched his wrist lightly. "You have kind eyes," she said. He replied. "And you have dangerous lips." She laughed just once, but it melted something in him. "After 1 hour," she said, "let's go." He blinked. "To where?" "Your place." He blinked again. "Now." Mariam stood up and smiled. "I like you." And that was it. They drove to his house. Kunal opened the door like a gentleman. "Make yourself comfortable," he said. Mariam walked in quiet like a shadow. She went straight to the bathroom. "I want to freshen up," she said. Kunal waited. He cleaned the glass table. He fixed his hair in the mirror. He checked the bed. Then she came out. She wore something soft, something light, something loose. It moved like smoke when she walked. She came close, looked into his eyes. "I want to feel you now," she said. Kunal's throat went dry. He didn't ask questions. He only nodded. They did it all night. No break, no words. In the morning, the sunlight touched the window. Mariam stood up quietly. She kissed his cheek. "Take care of yourself," she said. Then she picked her bag and left. Kunal smiled. He stretched on the bed like a king. He didn't know. His kingdom had just started falling. The second man was Chinedu, a devoted husband, father of twin girls, and the CEO of a rising tech startup in Port Harcourt. He met Mariam at a wedding reception. She wore a simple dress, no makeup, but her smile made his heart race. "I'm not even supposed to be here," she said. "My friend dragged me along." Chinedu laughed. "Then thank your friend for me." They talked. They laughed. They whispered. Chinedu forgot about his wife. He forgot about his children. He only saw Mariam. He leaned closer. "I booked a hotel room upstairs," he said, "to avoid traffic." Mariam looked at him. Calm, soft. "Then let's go." Chinedu paused. You're serious? I like you, she said. That was enough. They left the hall like shadows. The lift took them up. The hallway was quiet. Inside the room, he locked the door. Mariam dropped her purse, took off her shoes, unzipped her dress slowly. She turned. No need for games. I know what we both want. Chinedu didn't speak. He didn't think. He only moved. And just like that, they both had it that night. Just the first time meeting each other. That night he touched her like a man who had never touched before. They did it once, twice, 3 times. She didn't complain. She didn't rush. She left early the next morning. No call, no message. Chinedu felt guilty, but also triumphant. I still have it, he whispered to himself. One night stand with an actress. The third man was Segun, a businessman from Ibadan who dealt in oil and gas. That afternoon he sat in an airport lounge in Abuja. Flight delay. He sipped coffee. Then he saw her. Mariam. She wore jeans, a simple top, hair tied back, eyes behind dark shades. Quiet, peaceful. She scrolled her phone, not even looking around. Segun blinked. Wow, he whispered. This one's different. He stood, walked over, chest out, voice calm. Can I get you a drink? He asked. Mariam looked up, then removed her glasses slowly. No need, she said, but you can sit down. He smiled. He liked her tone, gentle but sure. They talked about Lagos, about business, about nothing. Segun leaned closer. You live in Lagos? Mariam nodded. I'm visiting family, he said. Why not stay at mine tonight? Peaceful area. No hotel stress. She looked at him for a second, then said, I'd like that. Segun smiled wider. He called his driver, private car. Smooth ride. They arrived at his Lekki mansion. Big gate, white walls, swimming pool that glowed. Inside smelled like rich things. Leather, air freshener, soft jazz. Mariam walked in like she had lived there before. No fear, no rush, no noise. She dropped her bag, unzipped her dress, and turned to him. Don't hold back, she said softly. Her voice floated like smoke. Her eyes burned like candlelight. Segun didn't waste time that night. He touched her like money touches fire. Once, twice, 3 times. She took it all, calm, focused, almost like a woman on a mission. When sleep came, it dragged him deep. He didn't dream. But when he woke up, Mariam was gone. The bed was cold. The door was closed. No hair strand, no scent, no note, no message, no goodbye. He called his driver. Did you see her leave? The driver said, No, sir. He searched the cameras. They blinked but showed nothing. She had vanished like water in hot sand. He rubbed his chest, smiled lazily. Best night of my life. But something had left him that night. Something no money could buy and no mansion could keep. Weeks passed, and no one could explain what happened to the men who crossed paths with Mariam. For Chinedu, tragedy struck like lightning. Just 1 week after his encounter, his twin girls, bright, healthy, full of life, suddenly fell ill. Doctors were baffled. No history of sickness, yet their organs began to fail. Within days they were gone. His wife's cries turned to anger. You brought this curse into our home, she screamed before packing her things and leaving. Chinedu drowned his grief in alcohol until his once promising startup crumbled to dust. For Segun, the fall was swift and merciless. His oil company, his pride and wealth, went up in flames in a mysterious fire. Insurance refused to pay. Investors disappeared. He begged for help, but doors shut in his face. Within months, the billionaire in Agbada was a shadow of himself, roaming the streets, muttering, "Best night of my life," with hollow eyes. And still, Mariam moved like a whisper, from one city to another. Lagos today, Kano tomorrow, Benin the next week. Her beauty was her mask, her smile her trap. Men bragged about her, but none realized that what she left them with was emptiness, ruin, and despair. But fate had one more plan. She met Samuel, a quiet journalist, not rich, not flashy. He loved books more than people, and truth more than pleasure. Samuel welcomed her into his home, but unlike others, he watched. At midnight, when Mariam whispered strange words with her lips moving in her sleep, Samuel saw it. She wasn't resting. She was working stealing. Instead of falling, Samuel resisted. He gathered evidence, strands of her hair, the silence of men ruined, the grief of wives left behind. He wrote the story of the century, the actress who stole men's destinies. It spread like wildfire. Men confessed. Families wept. Authorities hunted. And finally Mariam was caught in Ibadan. She did not run. She did not fight. She only smiled as if she knew this day would come. In court, when asked why she destroyed so many lives, she said softly, "I never forced anyone. They gave it to me freely." Her last words hung heavy in the air. And then, before she could say more, her body twisted, blood touched her lips, and she collapsed dead, silenced forever. The court froze in fear. No burial, no family, no goodbye. Mariam had vanished from the living, but her shadow remained. Moral lesson: desire is sweet, but unchecked desire is deadly. Lust promises pleasure, but often leaves only pain. Every man who thought he was gaining a night of passion lost his destiny, his family, his future.